Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here from So Magical Michelle Creates, and this is a creative expression video. Again, take two. Again, I forgot to check my mic. Wow, 2 weeks in a row. I always have chapter links and patterns down below. This one, everybody loves this one in comments. The pattern is down below. And if I mention a pattern, I will link it down below. Let's hope I remember everything I was saying in the last video. Since I've been recording this and now I'm on a time frame. So before we get going, remember to hook that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. I have changed my color settings a little bit because I was trying to show this. I was so excited. I had decided to do a recording of my giveaway for this, and then none of that voice recorded. So again, I'll probably end up going and putting the people. I don't know how I'll do it. I'm frustrated with that. Anyway, I changed the color settings because this was not coming up looking right. So before we get going, let me show you this. It's not perfect, but you can kind of tell that's purple. Guys, I've been telling you it's purple. If you want to see the update about that blanket, please check out last Monday's video. I'm so frustrated with myself right now. So let's see if I can remember everything. I don't have any finished objects. I did not work on tithing projects at all. I don't know. Yesterday was Easter. I didn't do anything. I hope you guys had a good Easter, by the way. So I did buy yarn. I'm using cotton yarn for my Decade Divas thing. I decided to be a Decade Diva participant. The theme is 70s, and I can't tell you what it is. But I bought the yarn. I bought the pattern a couple weeks ago, and I bought the yarn this last week. I'm so excited about it. Oh, so excited. Let me talk really quick about my sweater. I did start doing a seed stitch for the bottom ribbing, and I have cast off that far. It's bending. So yeah, and so that's pretty exciting. I divided up the yarn. Pearl Together, she has a channel. I can link her channel. If you're a knitter, she has a long tail cast on calculator that you can get by joining up to be a part of her newsletter. So I actually used it to figure out how much yarn I would need if I just picked up the colors for the blue for this much, and then picked up the light blue for the rest. I didn't worry about counting this. I know I have plenty of this yarn. I only have, where's my skeins or my yarn? I only have this much of that light blue left. I have two balls at least this big. Well, maybe this one's smaller. I don't know. Here's the other one. I have two balls of that. I know I won't run out of that. I'm sure I'll be fine. So I used her calculator to be like, okay, because I know that it's also approximately a stitch. So I weighed my yarn, found out how much, kind of guessed at how much yardage it would be, because I don't know, because although I have the ball band for it, it's such an old yarn, it doesn't say. So I counted many stitches I would pick up. I put that into the thing. You put in your stitch count, you put in your needle size, and I did that. I was like, okay, so I need about this much yarn for here. I always rounded up whatever it was. I want to actually make this, see how it has the angle here from the bottom of that decoration thing. I kind of wanted to take that out and make it an angle. So I kind of figured it on that. And I realized I probably don't even need the full amount of those two little things. I might kind of play with decreasing this pattern along the edge. I haven't decided, or I might just go to full on light blue through this section. I'm going to do a couple of rows of stockinette, and then I think I'm going to switch the seed stitch, but I did realize I don't want to do the seed stitch around the collar. So I'll do the seed stitch, switch to stockinette, switch back. However, I don't even know how you do it. I don't know if you work halfway and then you work the other side halfway, or if you actually work the whole thing in one piece. I haven't looked that far ahead in the pattern. But anyway, I am getting close to getting that figured out. I'm excited. It's taking me a while to do that bind off. Socks. Let's talk socks. I'm a little frustrated with myself. A little side life depth update here. My younger daughter got her learner's permit. The reason that matters is because I forgot to take this with me. I did not have any project with me while I was waiting for her to take the driving test, the written test. So I wasted such an opportunity. I'm frustrated. I only got, you can't even see it because that, again, I had a finger's length. That's how much I had gotten done. I'm not going to put in the other stuff like I did last week because it was only a finger. So I did move this up. So frustrated that I didn't get further, and frustrated that I didn't have it with me in one of those times when it for sure sitting there. The other thing I wanted to say is I'm undoing this. I'm frogging it. I just don't like working with that yarn. I don't want to keep working on that project. What else? Okay, the rest is, just so you know, this was given away on a live. This was to celebrate our 3-year anniversary of my channel. And we do lives on Monday nights almost every week. My daughter Cheyenne and I, it's a lot of fun. So I invite you to come watch us. 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which is Denver or Dawson Creek if you're trying to time convert it. This month I am hosting the Magical Mal. Mal stands for Make Along. That's the hashtag Magical Mal. I'm hosting that, and I have invited Lori's Stories and Crochet to be my collaborator. I am still looking for collaborators in future months. You don't have to, if you are interested and you don't even have a channel and you want to be the kind of the co-host of the month, let me know. I would love to have you. You could come on my lives as we introduce the theme for the month and everything. The theme for April is animals. So this is a frog that I'm doing in micro crochet. Last week I did a full-size version of him using a 4-weight yarn. This is embroidery floss. I'm so excited about him. He's going to be earrings for Cheyenne. So we're going to make 2 of these. Cheyenne, eventually, I need to get that set up and start her recording today for making her little frog, because she wants to make one. She's a beginner crocheter. So for the Magical Mal, your craft does not matter. You can make animal or it has to be animal related. So something for an animal, something that looks like an animal. And then also I had somebody actually enter an animal stitch. I think it was called bear claw or bear paw stitch or something, from Bago J Crochet. So that was cool. So animal related. It can be crochet, it can be knit, it can be felting, it can be diamond art, it can be regular drawing pictures. Cheyenne's drawing pictures. We're trying to put out another journal with it. It could be woodworking, leatherworking. I don't care. For an animal or looks like an animal. Email me your entrances, for the slideshow by the 30th. If I have a little giveaway, it's $5 to Ravelry or Etsy. If you don't want to be in the giveaway, just when you send me your stuff, say I don't want to be in the giveaway. Okay. I think that covers that, except for I'm working with Lori Stories and Crochet. She's my collaboration partner this month, and she has made 2 tutorials. And so if you are a crocheter and you want to go make a couple of cat toys, she's got those on hers, you can turn them into other things. The pumpkin toy that she just did could easily become a little bag or a treat bag for somebody. And the mouse cat toy you could turn into like a dog toy. So like seriously, or you could even like make a baby rattle toy. Like there's things you could do. So you can go check those out. I hope I remembered everything. Like I'm so overtalked right now. So in life updates, Cheyenne and I are learning Old English. I geeked out on the other one. I don't have time to geek out on this one, and that kind of makes me sad. I love languages. I don't necessarily love learning all of the languages because they're hard for me, but I love kind of the etymology and the seeing where the language comes from, seeing how English, from what I've been learning about Old English, I can see that English actually has Germanic roots, and I'm learning where some of our current words that maybe don't make sense, like say and said, actually have this basis back in Germanic language that English was. We've got a little bit of Celtic influence, which makes sense because that was right above us, or above the English. The language that is most closely related to Old English that is still spoken today is Frisian in Friesland, or I think in Germany it's called Friesland. I'm not positive about that, but it is a place in the Netherlands. Dutch is probably the next most, or a northern German dialects, so it's very Germanic when you look at the Old English. And then we have a lot of Latin and Romantic language influence in our language. I actually know from teaching my kids to read, and I learned about more rules that I didn't realize were rules that actually made things make sense. I didn't remember being taught with the G and the C that there's actually a rule that changes it from whether a G sounds like a G or a J, or a C sounds like a K or a S. I never realized there was actually rules to that until I was teaching my kids to read, and that was really cool. And that actually comes from the Germanic language as well. Even there are rules about what vowels are behind the letter determines what it is. So you have C says K if it's got an A, O, or U behind it, and that's the same in Old English and now. And then in Old English it said chi, ch, so it's like each is I, each, and in ours it would be a S sound if there's an I. So it's there's other words. I'm not doing a very good job of this. I'm seriously in a hurry. I've got to leave in 10 minutes. So we have words like circus. As kids, we weren't taught, hey, if it has an I behind it, it says S. If it has an E behind it, it says S. If it has a Y behind it, it says S. I don't know if they're teaching that in schools now, but that actually I didn't realize. And that's the same with the J or the G. And those come from the Old English. I'm just blown away. I'm geeking out about it. So Cheyenne and I are learning Old English. We might be learning Frisian as well, because there's some similarities in the two languages. I'm just super excited about it. I'm not going to hold up anything today because it's too hard. But I just wanted to remind you guys to let your light shine through your creations, whether they be knit, crochet, or anything else. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!